As Season 15 of Gold Rush nears its final weeks, the Yukon's icy grip tightens, and so does the pressure on Parker Schnabel. One of the most recognizable and respected miners on the show, Parker is facing his toughest season yet. But this time, it's not just the unpredictable ground or looming deadlines giving him trouble. This time, it's the end of an era. Parker's legendary wash plant, Big Red, has officially reached the end of its life. After 12 seasons and over a decade of service, Big Red broke down beyond repair. A snapped side tension bar and sheared bolts were the final straw for the aging giant. The plant, which has been the backbone of Parker's gold recovery operation, simply couldn't take another day of work. It had, quite literally, shaken itself to pieces after 5 relentless months of pounding through Yukon pay dirt. "It's not just a quick weld job," Parker said solemnly. "There's nothing left to weld to. The structure is gone. This isn't a fix. It's a rebuild. And we don't have the time or manpower to do that right now." The breakdown came at the worst possible moment. With winter descending fast and less than a month of mining time left, Parker was counting on Big Red to help him push through the final stage of his season. He had started the year with an ambitious goal: pull 8,000 ounces, worth nearly $25 million, from the newly acquired Dominion Creek. So far, he's only managed to bank about $14 million in gold. That leaves 2,500 ounces still to be found before the freeze halts operations completely. The loss of Big Red is more than a mechanical setback, it's the end of a mining legend. Across 12 seasons, Big Red produced a staggering 34,300 ounces of gold, bringing in over $53 million. Parker often referred to the wash plant as a battle-worn warrior that had outlived its expected service life. But like many valuable pieces of equipment in the mining world, Big Red was pushed beyond its limits for just one more cleanup. And this time, it couldn't bounce back. Big Red had been chewing through the bridge cut, a 114-acre section layered with 15 feet of stubborn red gravels. While the gravels only yielded about half an ounce per 100 yards, they sat on top of a promising layer of frozen white channel pay that Parker believed could be up to 4 times richer. But the freeze made that pay difficult to reach, and by the time the perimeter thawed enough to mine, Big Red was already on its last legs. "We've pushed the red layer through Big Red," said plant boss Tyson Lee. "That's it for sluicing in the bridge cut." With no time to waste and no backup plan in place, Parker had to make a decision. Fortunately, his highest yardage plant, Bob, had been sitting idle at Sulphur Creek for nearly 3 weeks. It was time to roll the dice and get Bob to Dominion. The crew sprang into action. Tyson, facing the pressure head-on, had to transport the massive plant using a vintage Pacific P16 heavy-duty hauler. The 50-year-old machine, designed in the 1960s for rugged logging operations, has no power steering and requires a heavy hand to control its 25-ton load. It was Tyson's first time driving it on steep, narrow mountain roads no less. "Best way to learn something is to just do it," Tyson said, white-knuckling the wheel as he maneuvered the behemoth along the icy path. Despite the odds, Tyson successfully delivered Bob to Dominion. The crew wasted no time threading sluice runs into place, checking every connection, and prepping the plant for a fast start. Within just 8 hours, the massive wash plant was online and ready to sluice the promising white channel pay that had remained just out of reach for Big Red. "Fire it up," Parker ordered. "Let's see what the bridge cut has to offer." Though the ground wasn't fully prepped, Parker knew the season's clock was ticking. With gold prices at record highs and their goals still out of reach, partially ready would have to do. Now, Bob is Parker's last hope. The bridge cut has one more chance to prove itself. The thawed perimeter of the white channel could still contain enough gold to change the season's outcome, but only if Bob can hold up, and only if Parker's gamble pays off. "This has been a rough one," Parker admitted. "We're behind, and it's only getting worse. But we've got to keep a plant running, and we've got to keep moving dirt. Big Red's legacy will live on in Gold Rush history as one of the most productive and resilient wash plants ever seen on the show. It was the heart of Parker's operation for years, and now, it steps aside as a new chapter begins with Bob. With the season winding down and winter fast approaching, Parker Schnabel is once again facing the elements, the odds, and the weight of expectation. But if Gold Rush has taught us anything, it's that Parker doesn't back down from a fight, especially not when there's gold in the ground. For over a decade, Big Red wasn't just a wash plant, it was a workhorse, a symbol of Parker Schnabel's rise through the ranks of gold mining, and a trusted companion through some of Gold Rush's most memorable moments. But as season 15 draws to a dramatic close, fans are left asking one big question: can Parker fix Big Red, or is it gone for good? After 12 seasons of service, Big Red has finally broken down hard. The once mighty machine that sluiced tens of thousands of ounces of gold is now silent, its side tension bars snapped, its steel frame worn paper thin from relentless pounding. It didn't just stall, it fell apart. Big Red wasn't flashy, but it was fierce. Introduced in Parker's earliest days of independence, it quickly proved to be one of the most reliable and efficient wash plants in the Yukon. Season after season, through brutal conditions and impossible odds, Big Red delivered. In its lifetime, Big Red recovered an astonishing 34,300 ounces of gold, helping Parker earn over $53 million. More than just a piece of equipment, it was the backbone of his operation, powering through every high and low, year after year. Big Red's been with me through almost everything, Parker reflected. From my early failures to our biggest cleanups, it was always there. You don't forget a machine like that. Big Red's final days came during Parker's most high-stakes season yet. With a massive 8,000-ounce season goal and a new claim at Dominion Creek to prove himself on, he needed every bit of firepower. Big Red was tackling the bridge cut, fighting through a stubborn layer of red gravels with the promise of richer pay underneath. But just as Parker prepared to push into thawed white channel pay, disaster struck. The plant broke down completely, leaving the crew scrambling and Parker questioning his options. The timing couldn't have been worse. With the freeze approaching fast, and Parker still 2,500 ounces short of his goal, there was no room for setbacks. The call had to be made: Big Red was done for the season. Can Big Red be rebuilt? That depends on Parker's time, resources, and priorities. A full rebuild would be expensive, time-consuming, and require manpower that's currently spread thin. Right now, Parker's focus is on keeping the season alive, not looking back. Not just a machine. For fans and crew alike, Big Red is more than just steel and bolts. It's a piece of Gold Rush history. It's the wash plant that saw Parker evolve from a teenage rookie into one of the most successful miners in the Klondike. It dug through dirt, ice, frustration, and triumph. And along the way, it became a silent symbol of grit and perseverance. While Parker hasn't ruled out bringing Big Red back, it's clear that doing so would take a major commitment. I don't want to say goodbye, Parker admitted. But we've got to be realistic. She's been good to us. Real good. A farewell or a future revival? Whether Big Red finds new life through a full rebuild next season or is retired permanently, its legacy is already cemented in Gold Rush lore. Fans may see a new plant on the hill, but Big Red will always be remembered as the heart of Parker's empire, the iron giant that made millions, and did it the hard way. As winter wraps its icy fingers around the Yukon and another season winds down, one thing is certain: Big Red may be silent for now, but its legend is far from over.